rusty boots, trails long and winding, heart heavy, but the goal's worth finding. Moonshine whispers, shadows confiding, chasing dreams where the coyotes hide. Whiskey roads where the soul unfolds, 808s thump while the gospel holds. Sing it loud, let the heavens know. Down these whiskey roads we go. Banjo strings hum, broken prayers in tune, slide guitar wails to the lonesome moon. Hollow barns, echoes through the pines, 808 kicks where the blues align. Every crack in the road tells a story, lost and found in the glory. Whiskey roads where the soul unfolds, 808s thump while the gospel holds. Sing it loud, let the heavens know. Down these whiskey roads we go. Sinking where the mud runs deep, dusty old barn where the ghosts don't sleep. Creek water whispers like it knows my name. Whiskey in my veins can't drown the blame. Wolves howl distant but it cuts up close. This town's a graveyard and I'm the ghost. Outlaw prayers on a midnight breeze. The devil's laughing but I'm hard to please. Revival in the dirt where the flake to bone, humming sad hymns to a dial tone. Grandma's cross swinging from the rear view glass. Memories fade but the scars still last. Moonlight breaks on a shotgun ridge. I'm stuck between the bottle and the bridge. Outlaw prayers on a midnight breeze. The devil's laughing but I'm hard to please. once been kicking through the devil's yard. Every scar on my knuckles, a story carved hard. Hollow winds whispering secrets of the broken stars. They say I can't outrun it, but I'm leaning on my guitar. Whiskey on my halo, prayers in the smoke. Every sip's a sinner, every chord's a hope. I'm singing hallelujah, drowning what I know. Whiskey on my halo, watch the angels glow.
Cornbread crumbs on a shotgun seat, moonlight dancing on the empty street. Mama said, boy, your soul ain't cheap, but I'm cashing out faith for a little more heat. Thunder in my chest, gospel in the beat, banjo strings crying, stomping off the feet.
Whiskey on my halo, prayers in the smoke. Every sip's a sinner, every chord's a hope. I'm singing hallelujah, drowning what I know. Whiskey on my halo, watch the angels glow. Slide guitar wailing, echoes in the dark, 808s thumping, my pulse hitting sparks. Running from the shadow, but it's catching up fast. Faith and regret, dancing in a flask. Moonshine on the table, mason jar dreams. Dust on the speakers, crackling old streams. Wi-Fi weaker than a Sunday prayer. Heart still buffering, but I'm stuck right there. Whiskey and Wi-Fi, both running low. Signals fade, but the pain won't go. Lost in the static, can't find my soul. Whiskey and Wi-Fi, both running low. In the corner, plucking out pain. Slide guitar cries, a southern refrain. 808 thump like boots on the floor. Every sip, every click, I'm wanting more. Choir hum, sky splits wide. Gasp for thunder in my pride. Whiskey and Wi-Fi, both running low. Signals fade, but the pain won't go. Lost in the static, can't find my soul. Whiskey and Wi-Fi, both running low. I'm a ghost in a glow, just a screen and a flame. Cowboy coat, don't cover this game. Raspy voice, vibrato shakes. Love's a virus, my heart breaks. Whiskey and Wi-Fi, both running low. Signals fade, but the pain won't go. Lost in the static. whiskey in my veins, heart still cold. Horizon burns red, the sun dips slow. A storm in my chest, thunder rolls below. Dust on my boots, dirt on my soul, carrying this weight through the highs and the lows. Voices in the hills, they sing and they howl, a hymn for the lost, redemption's proud.
Tires on gravel, dreams left behind. Love's a two-lane road, twisting in my mind. Moonlight bends on the rusty hood, praying for grace, but it ain't looking good.
Echoes of mama's hymns, ghost of all my sins. Dust on my boots, dirt on my soul, carrying this weight through the highs and the lows. Voices in the hills, they sing and they howl, a hymn for the lost, redemption's proud. Steel strings weep, angels cry in the night. 808s thump deep, gospel choirs take flight.
Banjo strum fierce like a war cry in the dark. I keep searching for a spark.
Some like to leave its mark.
Rust on the truck bed, moonshine in a jar, boot prints in the mud, they've been wandering far. Pine trees hum low, a whisper in my scars, echoes of my kin singing under the stars. Back roads anthem, heartbeats in the hills, a choir of ghosts where the night air chills. 808 thumping, banjo keeps still. Back roads anthem, it always will. Creak of the porch swing, shotgun on the rail, tobacco stained hands tell a weathered tale. Hounds in the holler howl like a gale, memories linger dusty as a mail. Red clay dreams, they pull me back, gravel kicks up, leave a smoky track. Back roads anthem, heartbeats in the hills, a choir of ghosts where the night air chills. 808 thumping, banjo keeps still. Back roads anthem, it always will. Slide guitar cries like a long lost friend, gospel choir lifts where the broken mend. Raspy truths, they cut and they bend. Back roads carry me until the end. Back roads anthem, heartbeats in the hills, choir of ghosts where the night goes, where the night air chills. 808 thump, banjo keeps still. Back
porch swing, shotgun on the rail, tobacco-stained hands tell a weathered tale. Hounds in the holler howl like a gale. Memories linger, dusty as a mail.
Rust in my boots, got a crack in my soul. Whiskey rivers ran dry, left a hole. Prayers in the wind, scatter like seeds. A tumbleweed heart chasing old-time needs. Moonshine mirrors, reflections break. Dirt road echoes the choices I make. Rust in my boots can't shake the stain. Every step I take, I feel the pain. A choir of angels singing my blues. Heaven or hell, gotta choose. Barn doors creak, secrets they hold, stories in the timber, warped and old. Crows on the fence, preaching my sin, a gospel of gravel, where do I begin? Steel strings cry, truth in the bend, a highway to nowhere, it don't ever end. Rust in my boots can't shake the stain. Every step I take, I feel the pain. A choir of angels singing my blues. Heaven or hell, gotta choose. Steel strings cry, truth in the bend, a highway to nowhere, it don't ever end. Rust in my boots can't shake the stain. Every step I take, I feel the pain. A choir of angels singing my blues. Heaven or hell, gotta choose.
Dust on the boots, story in the crease. Sun sank slow, painting gold on the east. Rust on the crown, kingdom of the lost. Pockets full of dirt, paying life's cost. Rust on the crown, wear it proud, wear it bold. Steel turns to gold when the fire takes hold. Rust on the crown, every scar, every frown. Still standing tall with the rust on the crown.
Wolves in the woods, howling out my name.
Ashes in the wind, whisper and blame. Roots run deep, tangled in the fight. Crows on the fence, singing through the night.
And the thunder rolls, the rain comes down, but we keep pushing, holding ground. Rust on the crown where gold steel turns to gold when the fire takes hold. Rust on the crown, every scar, every frown, still standing tall with the rust on the crown.
Callous hands hold the weight of time. Every crack in the road still feels divine. Prayers in the choir, voices rise and collide. Through the valleys we ride, we ride.
Boots in the mud, soul in the gravel. Church bells rang, but I'm hard to unravel. Whiskey in my veins, prayers on my tongue. Sins an old song, always get sung. Horizons burning, I keep on yearning, chasing the dawn where the world stops turning. Dust and diamonds, pain in the shine. Heaven feels closer when you're towing the line. Every crack in the road, every scar on my head tells the story of a broken, blessed man. Tires on the blacktop, dreams in the rear view. Lost more than I found, but I still push through. Shadows of my past, ghosts in the breeze. I'm a hymn half forgotten, drifting through the trees. Dust and diamonds, pain in the shine. Heaven feels closer when you're towing the line. Every crack in the road, every scar on my head tells the story of a broken, blessed man. tires kicking up the clay. Moonshine whispers telling secrets to the day. Boots in the gravel, hearts in the haze. No map, just the scars that the crossroads gave. Slide guitar weeps, echoes in the pine. 808 thumbs beating hard like mine. Back roads and baseline, where I find my soul. The hollow hums of him fills the empty hole. Banjo strums redemption, gospel takes control. Back roads and baselines, they make me whole.
Pickup rattles, speakers hum that twang. Whiskey bottle lullabies, church bells sing. Cornfield swaying, shadows in the rain. The land is my story, the loss is my name.
Quiet cries hallelujah, raspy like my sins. Every note's a prayer, every tear begins. The slide bends low, the banjo takes it high.
Back roads and baseline, where the echoes alive.
Back roads and baseline, where I find my soul. The hollow hums of him fills the empty hole. Banjo strums redemption, gospel takes control. Back roads and baseline, they make me whole. Whoa. Boots worn thin, dirt clings to my name. Horizon's red, but I'm chasing the flame. Whiskey on my breath, sin on my sleeve. Every prayer I mutter, I barely believe. Chain link fences, scars on my hands. Each crack in my voice tells where I've been standing. They call me lost, call me broken, but the earth's where my truth's been spoken. Got rust on my halo, dirt on my crown. Been climbing up hills, still slipping down. Angels hum soft through the thunder roll. Even devils know the weight of a My shadow's my partner, my compass is rust. Sweat stains the soil, dreams fill the cracks, but hope's a sly fox and it don't look back. Stones in my pocket, fire in my throat. Every mile I walk feels carved in a note. Call me sinner, call me sane. Ain't one or the other, just what I ain't. Got rust on my halo, dirt on my crown. Dust on the bottle, dust on the Bible, prayers in the wind spinning on the vinyl. Moonshine memories, sweeter than survival. 1,000 sins buried deep in the gravel. Hands to the heavens, knees to the clay, lost in the echo of what I didn't say. Whiskey and wires, hearts on fire, grin in my throat. Songs climb higher, church bells ring, but the devil's in the choir. Whiskey and wires, Tango desires. Boots on the dashboard, ghosts in the glove box, running from a past like a dog on a fox. The scars on my knuckles, the lies in the locks. Every mile a sermon, every crossroad talks. Ash in the sunset, tears in the stream, drowning my yesterdays, chasing a dream. Whiskey and wires, hearts on fire, grit in my throat. Songs climb higher, church bells ring, but the devil's in the choir. Whiskey and wires, Tango desires.
Moonlight's a lantern, painting dirt roads silver. Boots heavy with mud, but my heart still delivers. Gravel crunching, wheels humming, hymn of the lost. Every mile's a confession, no matter the cost. Back roads and bass lines, the preacher and the crime. Holler at the hills, let the echoes climb. Sing it raw, sing it broken, gospel in my veins. Back roads and bass lines, where the sinner remains. Rust on my truck like scars on my soul. Slide guitar wail, stories untold. Whiskey rivers running, baptizing the pain. Halo of smoke under thunderous rain. Hands to the sky, but the devil's on my heels. Every prayer I whisper, the more lost it feels. Back roads and bass lines, the preacher and the crime. Holler at the hills, let the echoes climb. Sing it raw, sing it broken, gospel in my veins. Back roads and bass lines, where the sinner remains.
808s thump like a heart in despair. Banjo's a beacon cutting through the air. Choir calls me home, but I'm stuck in the past, chasing redemption, but it runs too fast. The back roads and bass lines, the preacher and the crime. Holler at the hills, let the echoes climb. Sing it raw, sing it broken, the gospel in my veins. Back roads and bass lines, where the sinner remains.
Dirt road whispers, boots worn thin, sunset melting on my whiskey grin. Hollow hearts beat like old tin cans, tumbleweed soul drifting through the lanes. Rust and rhythms, heart still pounding, chasing ghosts where the wind keeps howling. 808 thunder, slide guitar crying, hallelujah, the gospel rising. Barbed wire dreams caught in the fray, truck bed confessions, night turns gray. Moonlight's bruised, hangs like a tear. The choir sings, but it won't draw near. Hymns of steel, prayers of sand, devil's deal, I shook his hand. Rust and rhythms, heart still pounding, chasing ghosts where the wind keeps howling. 808 thunder, slide guitar crying, hallelujah, the gospel rising. Ashes on my tongue, bitter and sweet, echoes of a life I just can't repeat. Banjo strings buzz, voices collide, raspy truth sung, nowhere to hide. You and I, rust and rhythms, heart still pounding, chasing ghosts where the wind keeps howling. 808 thunder, slide guitar crying, hallelujah, the gospel rising.
Mud on my tires and a hole in my heart. Pickup rattles falling apart. Whiskey on the dashboard, prayers in the air. Ghost of my granddaddy sitting right there. Church bells ring, but the devil won't wait. Broke down dreams on a rusted out plate. The dust on my boots, dirt in my soul. Chasing a truth I can't control. Winds howl low, but the choir sings high. Dust on my boots, but I'm touching the sky. Crows on the fence,
fence, shadows in the barn. Life's a poker game and I'm losing the cards. Mama's old Bible, pages worn thin. Read me a song about redemption within. Storm clouds roll, but the footbird don't die. A million lost souls hitching rides in the sky, in the sky. Dust on my boots, dirt in my soul, chasing a truth I can't control. Winds howl low, but the choir sings high. Dust on my boots, but I'm touching the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crows on the fence, shadows in the barn. Life's a poker game and I'm losing the cards. Mama's old Bible, pages worn thin. Read me a song about redemption within. Storm clouds roll, but the fire don't die. A million lost souls hitching rides in the skies, in the sky. And dust on my boots, dirt in my soul, chasing a truth I can't control. Winds howl low, but the choir sings high. The dust on my boots, but I'm touching the sky.
Rust on my boots, gravel in my veins. Moonshine pours while the heartbreak stains. Barnyard prayers in the midnight fog. Devils in the holler, but I ain't lost. Creek runs cold, but the fire burns higher. Hound dogs howl, and the preacher's choir. Dirt roads and dollar signs, chasing dreams through the pines. Ain't got much, but the soul is mine. Dirt roads and dollar signs. Whiskey in my flask, Bible on the dash, thunder in the hills, lightning strikes the past. Mama's voice hums through the pine wood trees. Ghost of the South still rides with me. Steel strings cry, and the banjo screams. Echoes of the gospel in the 808's beat. Dirt roads and dollar signs, chasing dreams through the pines. Ain't got much, but the soul is mine. Dirt roads and dollar signs. chains drowning my fears. Moon hanging low, dirt road of whispers. Heart like a shotgun, kickback blister. Mama said, boy, you're born to roam. Bible in my pocket, no signal on my phone. Hound dog house echoes through the pine, chasing that freedom I may never find.
Gravel cuts deep, but it's my home. This road's my church, I'm never alone.
Dust on my boots, carry my sins, praying for the day that the light floods in. Dust on my boots, walking through fire, every step closer to my heart's desire.
Ghosts in the holler, they sing to the trees. Banjo strings hum with the 808 beats. Hallelujah cries from the gospel choir. Raise me higher, set my soul on fire.
Dust on my boots, carry my sins, praying for the day that the light floods in. Dust on my boots, walking through fire, every step closer to my heart's desire. Boots, scarf, gravel roads, whisper secrets to the wind. Church bell cracks, sings a hymn where the rust begins. Moonshine in a jar, traded for a broken grin. Holes in my jeans, so patched with whiskey sins. Dust and diamonds cutting through the night. Born in the mud, but we chase that light. Dust and diamonds, hearts made of fire. Sing it to the heavens till the flames get high. Mama's prayers hang heavy, wrap round my throat. Daddy's shotgun echoes every word he ever spoke. Barn doors swing wide, shadows dance on the oak. Every scar I wear, just another song I wrote. Dreams too big for these county lines, chains too tight, but they're mine, all mine. Dust and diamonds, Dust on the truck, ain't no city chrome. Got a heart so heavy it could sink a stone. Moonlight cuts through the whiskey mist. Broken dreams hum like an old Baptist hymn. Back roads and bass lines, they carry me home. Banjo strings cry, but I'm never alone. Gospel choirs rise, angels hum low. Back roads and bass lines, that's all I know. Boot heel scrape where the gravel gets thin. Devil's on my shoulder, but the Lord steps in. 808s thump like a heartbeat lost. Slide guitar moans, counting what it cost. Twangin' tears, the chords collide. A hymn of pain, where blues reside. Back roads and bass lines, they carry me home. Banjo strings cry, but I'm never alone. Gospel choirs rise, angels hum low. Back roads and bass lines, that's all I know. Hallelujah's cracking through the smoky haze. Raspy prayers and vibrato praise. Shadows on the field, but the light fights through. 808 thunder, and the twang stays true. Unite me.
A hollowed out barn where the echoes don't sleep. Rust in the rafters, secrets buried deep. A preacher's old hymn hums under my breath. The dirt on my hands, a promise I kept. Tires spin slow, gravel roads hum low. The fields whisper stories that only they know. Dust on my boots, tears in my eyes. Praying to the heavens, but cursing the skies. The choir in my chest sings broken and bruised. Carrying this heart with the dust on my boots. Mason jar moonshine, a crack in the lid. Chasing my shadow, running where I hid. The banjo's a compass, it points to the past. Melodies linger, but nothing can last. Hallelujah cries, stained with tobacco and rye. The gold